Hello, welcome to another mod showcase. This is of Ancient Warfare 2, and today we'll be looking at the research book. Now, the first thing you'll want to do when you get a research book is, well, let me first change my game mode to survival. Alright, now you'll need to right click on it, and you see it has a researcher name now. That is of me, Rouge Grenade. Now, the reason you want to right-click a research book is because it links the research book to you, your player. So everything you research will be tracked, and anything else that you research on, perhaps a different research book will also be the same. Here is the crafting recipe. And along with that, you'll need a research bench, which is this. It says no researcher. The crafting recipe for the research bench is this. Along with that, you'll need an engineering bench to make things that you have researched. Here is the crafting recipe. It requires iron and all that. Now, as you can see, once I put my research book into the researcher, it changes to my name. I am now the researcher. Here is the adjacent inventory, which I'll talk about later. Here's the research queue. As you can see, these are the three things we can research right now. Now for adjacent inventories, as you can see, we have a chest. We'll check that box to use adjacent inventory. The chest here, if you press F3, is facing west of the research bench. So we'll set this to west. Now the second button here actually tells you where from the chests you want to pull from. So it works for, other modded stuff or Ancient Warfare 2, because Ancient Warfare 2 is a lot of directions. So you see this is where the north part would be. That would be where it pulls. If we set it to south, this would be where the thing would be pulling from, because that would be where the south part of the chest is. And if we set this to west, same thing. We're now going to be pulling from the west side, which is over here. Basically, it just adds a bit of automation into your researching. So you can have many things in that chest. It works with warehouses as well. Now let's start researching. The first thing you'll do is open research queue and see the research. Now notice that you see string is required in a lot, if not all, well, it's not all, most of the research. I would recommend that you have a healthy supply of string before you start researching. So here, let's get the supplies from creative mode to get what we need. We'll get some string. And then next, we'll get some torches. After that, we'll get some wheat. And now sticks. Now, the research table won't take your items until you've met the requirements, so you can safely put your things into it before it consumes it. You can also put in more items than you need. It'll just stay there. Here's 64 sticks. Now, once I have fulfilled the requirements of this torch, it'll consume the items and start researching. Now we wait. Woo. And there we go. It's as easy as that. Now we can take the research book out. We now have agriculture research. We can make the fruit farm and the crop farm when we slap this into the engineering table. Now that we have researched something, notice that we have unlocked more things, and each of them require string and of course charcoal. Charcoal is also important. You should keep in mind that this mod also requires quite a bit of charcoal for research. The input research materials do not need to line up with the needed ones. Just slap it in as long as it meets the requirements. This time we'll try to use the adjacent inventory. So here, have the research, and now we get some leather. This is the adjacent inventory. We'll slap everything else we need. Let's see, torches and oh wait, I need wheat. Okay, yeah, cool. So Check that box. And bingo, we have it. As you can see, the items are consumed. And the research starts. You can simply just have a large inventory next to the research bench. Like, using a warehouse that comes in with this mod, or I think it probably works with any other mods with large inventories. Again, this is a reminder that string is a very important resource in this. As you can see, a lot of these require string. A thing to keep in mind is that the input inventory and the adjacent inventory doesn't stack. So even if I have the fish here, it won't start because you see even though I have enough materials, the fish isn't combined with what it is. And if we have it in the adjacent inventory, there we go. The research starts now. So yeah, that's the basics for research in Ancient Warfare 2. Go and murder your friends because you have better technology than them. Bring cannons to a sword fight. Alright, thanks for watching.